Alrighty then. Successful indie author, 5 minute focus. May I write a novel? Day 22, 22 days in the May Writing Challenge. So, how are we doing so far? Collectively, we're at 2.7 million words, and I think it's going to be a stretch for us to reach 4 million collectively together because no one person is writing 4 million words in a month. Just not doing it. Sorry. But all of us together, sure, 4 million, not too hard of a goal. If we reach 3.5 million, that's good too. All of it is good. All good words are good words. And it sounds like something Yogi Berra would say. Anyway, where are you going? What for those of you who are still with us, kudos. For those of you who didn't start until today, kudos. And when's the best time to plant a tree? 20 years ago. When's the second best time? Today. So if you're starting to write today, great. Kudos to you. If you left and came back, kudos to you. If you left and didn't come back, well, then you're not hearing this message anyway. So no kudos to you. But if you're back, kudos. You're writing. It's a good day. Any day you can write is a good day. Writing is hard. We talked about this yesterday. It's and the writing challenges kind of make you be truthful with yourself. Have an honest conversation. Is this for me or is it not? Because it wasn't about getting 50,000 words in a month or 40,000 or 100,000. It was about setting your own goal and achieving that. So did you set too high of a goal, too low of a goal? What are you doing to help yourself feel successful? It's not 10,000 words. Okay, that's not a full novel, but it's part of one. And if you do that every month, in 6 months, 7 months, you're going to have a decent book. What's wrong with having a decent book? Even if it takes 6 or 7 months, if it takes a year, it's all okay. But if you just stop writing and just say, hey, I'm not good enough, which is what it always comes down to when people have that conversation with themselves and look inside and say, why do I want to quit writing? Because you don't feel you're good enough. Who are you comparing yourself to? Probably your favorite author. And that is the mind killer. You have to compare yourself against yourself. You can't get better if you don't practice. Imagine you go to a symphony and the violin player is a virtuoso. It's incredible. So you go home and say, hey, I'm going to take up the violin. The first time you strum those strings, what do you think happens? It screeches and squeals and it's horrible because you haven't practiced. You haven't put in the hours. You haven't put in the time. You didn't have the aptitude. Sometimes it comes down to that. You try to write, and it's just not working. Are you studying the right way? Are you learning? Are you improving? Professional development. There's a lot to be said for that. Author community, there isn't any set format for professional development. It's not like you go to school, you get your bachelor's and you get your master's and you get your PhD. And I would suggest that creative writing, advanced degrees do not set you up for writing as a business and writing fiction and writing in a way that you will make money from. So, that's sacrilege. Heaven forbid. I would support the Master's in Publishing program at Western Colorado University run by my friend Kevin J. Anderson. That's a different program. And there's only one like it in all the United States. I think in all the world. Master's in Publishing, indie, trad, it touches on all of that stuff. So what are you setting yourself up for? Do you have to get that? No. If you get that, will you be better off? Most likely, because you're working hard at the right things. And that's what we're doing. If you don't write, how can you get better writing? Well, I'm not going to write until I'm as good as my favorite author. Well, guess what? You're never going to write then because you're never going to be the same as your favorite author. You have to get there. Now, writing, guess what? We get paid to practice. All the words I wrote when I first started out, those are all up for sale. Those all have sold. Those have made me a lot of money over the years. I mean, I'm almost 10 years in, and I've made a lot of money in this business because I put those words out there. And I've gotten slammed and I've gotten raked across the coals because they weren't as smooth or as good as some other authors that are well known, but they're getting better. You'd think so after 9 million words or whatever I have published. You'd think they're getting better. I'd like to think they are. And I think my readers believe it too. Even though they liked my first stories, they said the new ones are more cleaner, more technically sound, more flow is maybe a little bit better. But I can't tell you what, I could never write with as much passion as I did those first books because I wanted to write. Is that how you feel when you're writing? I want to write. I want to tell this story. Oh my God, look at that. A story. I created this. It goes right into the reader's mind from the words on the page, words on the screen. Entertainment. I never saw myself as an artist. I was too dweeby. I can't get the colors to match. I can do nothing with visual arts. But telling a story, now that's something. I spent a career in the Marine Corps in intelligence, which is about telling a story that the operators will embrace and say, if we do this, then that'll counter this. And that's part of telling the tale. Can you weave something that's real into something that stokes the imagination of your readers? And I suggest that answer is yes, an overwhelming yes. You have to put the story down, though. And that's what this writing challenge is about, to show you that you can do it. Even if you left and came back, even if you never started until the 22nd, 22 days, and I'm never going to make it. Well, you set your own goal, so you are going to make it if you set a goal and you challenge yourself and then you strive for it. You work for it. You're going to find that, hey, this isn't that bad. This isn't that hard a little bit each day. If you wait until the 31st and say, I'm going to write 60,000 words on the 31st of May, so I win this challenge, or 40,000 words, then you're putting yourself in a hole and you're setting yourself up to fail. Don't set yourself up to fail. Set yourself up to win. Start today. Set a goal of 10,000, 5,000, whatever it is, however many words you think you can get, and then stretch it a little bit. If you think you get 5,000, shoot for 5,500. 10%. Give yourself 10% over, and you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. Get down, do the work, and you're going to be happy with the result. Not just stream of consciousness words, but good words that flow, that tell a story, because that's what we're doing. Peace, fellow humans.